Tamara Green here for Course in Miracles, lesson number 135. All right, we're going to use the pinky side of our fists to tap 2 inches below the belly button. You can see how I'm doing that. I'll lower the camera for a second. See, I'm tapping 2 inches below the belly button. All right, we're going to do 50 all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Last 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. And we just kind of brush down our lower torso for all the energy that came to the surface. Very good. All right. Course in Miracles, lesson number 136. Sickness is a defense against the truth. No one can heal unless he understands what purpose sickness seems to serve, for then he understands as well its purpose has no meaning. Being causeless and without a meaningful intent of any kind, it cannot be at all. When this is seen, healing is automatic. It dispels the meaningless illusions by the same approach that carries all of them to truth and merely leaves them there to disappear. Sickness is not an accident. Like all defenses, it is an insane device for self-deception. And like all the rest, its purpose is to hide reality, attack it, change it, render it inept, distort it, twist it, or reduce it to a little pile of unassembled parts. The main of all defenses is to keep the truth from being whole. The parts are seen as if one were whole within itself. Defenses are not unintentional, nor are they made without awareness. They are secret magic wands you wave when truth appears to threaten what you would believe. They seem to be unconscious, but because of the rapidity with which you choose to use them, in that second, even less in which the choice is made, you recognize exactly what you would attempt to do and then proceed to think that it is done. Who but yourself evaluates a threat, decides escape is necessary, and sets up a series of defenses to reduce the threat that has been judged as real? All this cannot be done unconsciously, but afterwards your plan requires that you must forget you made it, so it seems to be external to your own intent, a happening beyond your state of mind, an outcome with a real effect on you instead of one affected by yourself. It is this quick forgetting of the part you play in making your reality that makes defenses seem to be beyond your own control. But what have you forgot can be remembered, given willingness to consider the decision which is doubly shielded by oblivion. Your not remembering is but the sign that this decision still remains in force as far as your desires are concerned. Mistake not this for fact. Defenses must make facts unrecognizable. They aim at doing this, and it is this they do. Every defense takes fragments of whole, assembles them without regard to all their true relationships, and thus constructs illusions of a whole that is not there. It is this process that imposes threat and not whatever outcome may result. When parts are wrested from the whole and seen as separate and wholes within themselves, they become symbols standing for attack upon the whole, successful in effect, and never to be seen as whole again. And yet you have forgotten that they stand but for your own decision of what should be real to take the place of what is real. Sickness is a decision. It is not a thing that happens to you quite unsought, which makes you weak and brings you suffering. It is a choice you make, a plan you lay, when for an instant truth arises in your own deluded mind and all your world appears to totter and prepare to fall. Now are you sick that truth may go away and threaten your establishments no more? How do you think that sickness can succeed in shielding you from truth? Because it proves the body is not separate from you, and so you must be separate from the truth. You suffer pain because the body does. And in this plan, you are made one with it. Thus is your true identity preserved, and the strange, haunting thought that you might be something beyond this little pile of dust silenced and stilled. For see, this dust can make you suffer, twist your limbs, and stop your heart, commanding you to die and cease it to be. Thus is the body stronger than the truth, which asks you to live but cannot overcome your choice to die. And so the body is more powerful than everlasting life, heaven more frail than hell, and God's design for the salvation of his Son opposed by a decision stronger than his will. His Son is dust, the Father incomplete, and chaos sits in triumph on his throne. Such is your planning for your own defense, and you believe that heaven quails before such mad attacks as these, with God made blind by your illusions, truth turned into lies, and all the universe made slave to laws which your defenses would impose on it. Yet who believes illusions but the one who made them up? Who else can see them and react to them as if they were the truth? God knows not of your plans to change his will. The universe remains unheeding of the laws by which you thought to govern it, and heaven has not bowed to hell nor life to death. You can but choose to think you die or suffer sickness or distort the truth in any way. What is created is apart from all of this. Defenses are plans to defeat what cannot be attacked. What is unalterable cannot change, and what is wholly sinless cannot sin. Such is the simple truth. It does not make appeal to might or triumph. It does not command obedience nor seek to prove how pitiful and futile your attempts to plan defenses that would alter it. Truth merely wants to give you happiness, for such its purpose is. Perhaps it sighs a little when you throw away its gifts, and yet it knows with perfect certainty that what God wills for you must be received. It is this fact that demonstrates that time is an illusion, for time lets you think what God has given you is not the truth right now as it must be. The thoughts of God are quite apart from time, for time is but another meaningless defense you made against the truth. Yet what he wills is here, and you remain as he created you. Truth has a power far beyond defense, for no illusions can remain where truth has been allowed to enter. And it comes to any mind that would lay down its arms and cease to play with folly. It is found at any time today, if you will, choose to practice giving welcome to the truth. This is our aim today, and we will give a quarter of an hour twice to ask the truth to come to us and set us free. And truth will come, for it has never been apart from us. It merely waits for just this invitation which we give today. We introduce it with a healing prayer to help us rise above defensiveness and let truth be as it has always been. Sickness is a defense against the truth. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. Healing will flash across your mind as peace and truth arise to take the place of war and vain imaginings. There will be no dark corners sickness can conceal and keep defended from the light of truth. There will be no dim figures from your dreams, nor their obscure and meaningless pursuits with double purposes insanely sought remaining in your mind. It will be healed of all the sickly wishes that it tried to authorize the body to obey. Now is the body healed because the source of sickness has been opened to relief, and you will recognize your practice. And you will recognize you practice well by this. The body should not feel at all. If you have been successful, there will be no sense of feeling ill or feeling well, of pain or pleasure. No response at all is in the mind of what the body does. Its usefulness remains and nothing more. Perhaps you do not realize that this removes the limits you have placed upon the body by the purposes you gave to it. As these are laid aside, the strength the body has will always be enough to serve all truly useful purposes. The body's health is fully guaranteed because it's not limited by time, by weather, or fatigue, by food or drink, or any laws you made it serve before. You need do nothing now to make it well, for sickness has become impossible. Yet this protection needs to be preserved by careful watching. If you let your mind harbor attack thoughts, yield to judgment, or make plans against uncertainties to come, you have again misplaced yourself and made a bodily identity which will attack the body, for the mind is sick. Give instant remedy should this occur by not allowing your defensiveness to hurt you longer. Do not be confused about what must be healed, but tell yourself, I have forgotten what I really am, for I mistook my body for myself. Sickness is a defense against the truth, but I am not a body, and my mind cannot attack, so I cannot be sick. So lesson 136 lesson 136 is sickness is a defense against the truth. So the mind is sick. It's been indoctrinated lifetime after lifetime, generation after generation, to believe that there are things to fear, to defend. And it believes that it needs to attack. And that is the sickness of the mind. And when there is sickness in the mind, it also believes that the body and the mind are one. And it is who we are. So again, when we overly identify with our body, when we see around us through the eyes of our body, which is ruled by the sick mind, the body becomes sick. But what did the body come here for in the first place? It came here, its function and its purpose, just like ours, is to be of service to God's will. My spirit self came here in this experience to be of service to God's will. This body also has the same function, the same purpose, to be of service to God's will. But whenever I go into fear or upset or defense or attack or unforgiveness, my body also has the assignment to be of service to my free will, but it wants to be of service to God's will. However, if I'm saying, body, I hate you for, you're disgusting and ugly for gaining 10 pounds here. I hate you. What's wrong with you? I wish I was 10 pounds. I don't like you the way you are. You are over-identifying with your body. That is not who you really are. And then you make the body sick. So it's really more about having this relationship, this ever compassionate, loving, companion-like relationship with your body, thanking your body for all it gives to you every day without you even being aware of it. Your body, it digests for you. Your heart is beating without you thinking about it. Your body's breathing without you thinking about it. Your body's, able to give hugs and play sports and walk and do all kinds of wonderful things like painting and creating other wonderful things. But many people, because I hear it all the time in the work that I do, they're not very nice to their body, right? And all that fear-based unkindness, judgment, makes the body sick. So, you are not your body. You are beyond your body. Your body, though, is its own soul. It's called the body elemental. And its function, what it really wants to do, is the same as your function. My function is to serve God's will. So let's do whatever we can to not block the body from the function it came here to do. Let's let it be. It doesn't have to carry around our emotions and our feelings, and it doesn't have to hold on to them and remember them and keep bringing it up and all of that. We're blocking it from its function to serve God's will. So allow it to be free, and know that it is a beautiful soul to have a very special, wonderful relationship with. Okay. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.